good afternoon. Welcome back to ODA's YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about blood and its components. So this is your master teacher, Nayaab. So before moving ahead, I would like to introduce our ODA class to all of you. So my dear students, here what you're watching is the YouTube session where we are teaching you the concept in the YouTube. But yes, you can also be part of our ODA family. You can watch the sessions, you can join a class, and you can be the student of ODA class through the crash course program. So this program has been specially designed for all the students out there. So this is a 1 week of program. It's a week of fun learning where you will be learning concepts of maths and science. You will be learning 3 chapters of maths and 3 chapters of science with best mentor teachers as well as master teachers. Here at ODA class, you will be getting a master teacher who is going to teach you in the live class. Okay, so after the class, if you want any kind of support for the post class support, whether it is to complete your homework, whether it is to give you complete preparation for your test, okay, you will be having a personal mentor teacher who is going to give you a complete post class support. Apart from that, we also provide you books as study materials. So all these amazing benefits where you can learn 6 chapters in 1 week with master teachers and mentor teachers is available for all of you out there. So you can join to this course which is going to start from Monday. All you have to do is you have to tap on this link that is there on the description box. Okay? I hope you can see that description box, and in that description box below you will find this links. Once you tap onto this link, you can see this enroll now option. Click to this enroll now option. Be the part of ODA family, be the part of the crash course, and learn all those amazing concepts, all those difficult chapters in an easy way through us in the ODA class. Okay, so moving ahead, I would like to also introduce myself. So my name is Nayaab. I am science master teacher at ODA class. I have done my master's degree in biotechnology and I have more than 4 years of teaching experience. So during this 4 years of journey, I have also mentored more than 15,000 students like you. And yes, you can also be the part of this number, but the only way is through the crash course program. So moving ahead, all of you know, you have seen that today we're going to learn about blood, right? So before moving ahead, I am pretty sure you must have heard about the term blood at least, है ना? आप लोगों ने सुना ही होगा blood के बारे में. So can you quickly type in the comment section what do you understand by the term blood? So I'm waiting. You can type it quickly. Okay. Yes, I can see that most of you are typing fluid. ठीक है. In our body, water is also there. Even that is a type of a fluid, isn't it? Okay, I can see that, ma'am. It keeps circulating. Very good. What is this blood basically? So, this blood is the fluid, right? It's the substance that flows inside the human body. Okay, it flows inside the human body. That means it is that substance which do not take a pause. It doesn't stay constant in one place or doesn't take a pause. It is that substance, it is that fluid that keeps circulating in the whole body. So whenever you get a cut, है ना, or whenever you fall, the first thing that you see is the blood, right? Whether it is in your knees, whether it is in your elbows or in the fingers, right? What is the first thing that you see? It is the blood. That means this blood, it keeps circulating inside the human body for 24 bar 7, isn't it? Yes. So blood is a substance that flows inside the human body through a muscular tubes. Through a muscular tubes. So basically, let us consider this as a tube. ठीक है? This as a tube, and inside this tube you will find the blood which keeps circulating, the blood which keeps flowing. And do you know what are these tubes basically known as? These tubes are known as blood vessels. ठीक है? This tube is known as what? It is known as blood vessels. The way water flows inside the pipe, similarly, the blood flows through the blood vessels. Very easy. Always remember when you talk or when you say a blood as a fluid, make sure you're adding it as that fluid which keeps circulating or which keeps flowing inside the human body. It flows from the head to the tip of the toe. Clear, everyone? I hope this is clear now. Okay, so moving ahead, the way at our home we have water motor, right? We have a water pump which pumps the water, Similarly, in our body, there is a pumping organ. Okay? There is a pumping organ, and that pumping organ is heart. So, where do we get the blood from? Who pumps the blood to our body? It is the heart. Heart is that pumping organ that pumps and circulates the blood throughout the body. At the same time, it is very important that blood gets filtered, it gets cleaned, है ना? The way we clean the water at the regular interval, isn't it? Similarly, in our body, you will find two paired organs. Can you name this organ in the comment section? I'm pretty sure you must have seen this organ in your lower class as well, right? Come on, type it in the comment section right now. Yes, very good. These are nothing but kidneys, isn't it? These are kidneys. So these kidney purify the blood. Remember always, these are the basic things which you need to learn when it comes to the blood. Okay, so blood is basically pumped by the heart pumps the blood and kidneys purify it. And blood is that substance that keeps flowing inside the human body. So now before moving ahead, whenever I teach about blood to my students, I often use this word, blood, as a wonder fluid or as a magical fluid. So, can you all tell me why can we consider a blood as a magical or a wonder fluid? Or why do you think I am comparing blood to something special, which is not just like a water? Can you all type in the comment section? Okay, because it is in red color. Okay, so what's so special if it is in red color? Yes, I'll tell you why. So we can compare blood to a wonder fluid or to a special or a magical fluid because of its functions. So blood can provide or function many things. For example, do you all eat food? Yes or no? We do eat food. So why do you eat food? Why do you eat food? We do eat food to get energy, isn't it? For example, let me take that I'm eating aloo paratha, right? Aloo, that is a potato, it's a source of carbohydrate. Wheat is also a source of carbohydrate. It is basically an energy giving food. So now I require this energy. So have you ever wondered what happens to the food after you consume? Once you consume this food or the aloo paratha goes on to a journey through digestive system. है ना? So in digestive system, this gets digested and the nutrients are absorbed, right? So now nutrients are ready with the digestive system. Okay? Now these nutrients must be transported to the various parts of the body, right? To the various parts of the body. Who is going to transport this? It's not the job of digestive system. Digestive system is done in digesting the food and absorbing the nutrients. Who do you think will transport these nutrients? You're right. It is the blood. So basically, blood is going to transport those nutrients. At the same time, the oxygen which we inhale, the oxygen which we inhale through the nose to the lungs, this oxygen is also delivered to the cells so that our cells can undergo, cell respiration where they can break down their food and they can they can get the energy. Okay? This is the second important function. Third function, at the same time, this blood not only delivers or transport the nutrients, at the same time, it transports waste away from the cell. It transports waste away from the cell, and not only that, it also transports carbon dioxide as well. So these are the functions that a blood do. right? That the blood does. See, water is there in our body, right? About 60 to 70% of our body has water, and basically water helps in digestion, isn't it? But at the same time, if you see blood, this blood performs so many functions. It transports the nutrient that is required to our body, right? At the same time, it delivers the oxygen, which is very important for our cells, so that we can stay active, we can function properly. And at the same time, it is also transporting waste away from the cell. And don't you think we should consider blood as something, a magical fluid or a wonder fluid? Isn't it? Yes, we should, we must, isn't it? Because blood is performing so many functions, right? So this was all about the functions of blood. So now I'm gonna give you a question. So it's time to do a question. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. All right. You have to type the answer in the comment section right now. So here we go with the question. It flows inside the blood vessel. It transports nutrients and oxygen within our body. Who am I? Who is this? Is it the heart? Option B, urine. Option C, blood. Or option D, blood vessel. And your time starts now. I'm waiting. Okay, I can see few answers in the comment section. That's great. Fantastic. Okay, you have only 10 more seconds now. 10 more seconds. And you're left with 5 more seconds. Here we go. What is the answer? I can see that 98% of the students have answered it as it's a blood. Blood keeps flowing inside the body, whereas some of the students have answered it as blood vessels. No, blood vessels do not flow. They are the tubes. They are the muscular tubes through which blood flows inside the human body. So now moving ahead, you must have seen the blood in which color? Which color you have seen the blood? It's in red color. Have you tried separating the blood? What do you think? This blood is a plain liquid? Do you think that it's just like a water which is like plain? No, right? Blood is made up of many things. So it's a whole blood. And when you try to separate this blood through a separation technique that is known as centrifugation, ठीक है? Separation technique that is known as centrifugation. So when you use this technique to separate the blood components, you will find two layers. First, what you have to do, you have to take a blood in a test tube, keep it in centrifugation machine, it starts spinning. Okay? So once it is done, you will find two layers. The upper layer, the yellow one, okay, and the bottom layer, which you will see, which has been settled, is the red layer. So these are the two layers which you will find. What are these layers now? These are nothing but plasma and formed elements. So the blood, that magical fluid, is made up of two components, two main components. What are those? Plasma and formed elements. This liquid part, the liquid yellow color part is your plasma. So 55% of blood, how much? 55% of our blood is made up of plasma, whereas the rest 45% is your formed elements. So these are the components of our blood. Okay? So now if anybody is questioning you, you should be ready to answer that blood is made up of plasma and 45% of formed elements. So before discussing these things in detail, let us do one more question. So the question is, percentage of plasma is dash and percentage of formed elements is dash. You're here with four options. Option A says 55%, 45%. Option B says 45, 55. Option C says 55 and 55. And option 4 says 45 and 45. And your time starts now. You have only 30 seconds to answer this question in the comment section. Come on, everyone. Okay, I can see answers in the comment section. Great, very good. So the answer is percentage of plasma is 55, right? And the percentage of formed elements is 45. Therefore, the answer is option A. Clear? Understood? Now let's learn what is blood plasma. I hope you can see the color of this liquid, right? So blood plasma is nothing but the yellow fluid that is present in our blood. The yellow fluid that is present in our blood. And this yellow fluid is made up of, or it comprises of water, ठीक है? Water. So 92% of our plasma is made up of water, whereas the rest 8% has nutrients such as proteins, glucose, some minerals, and certain waste like urea. So these are the components of plasma. Okay, so if you see the maximum quantity or the maximum amount that is present in plasma is nothing but the water, and it is 92%. Okay, and the proteins that are present in plasma, they help in defense, basically in killing the germs. Okay, so moving ahead, not only this blood plasma also transports the nutrients like glucose, which are very very important for our body. ठीक है? So this is the function of blood plasma. Blood plasma is nothing but the liquid part of our blood, ठीक है? Which is made up of water, which is made up of nutrients such as proteins, minerals, and it also has waste like urea. Now talking about formed elements. What are these formed elements basically? They are nothing but the cellular components. They are nothing but the cellular components that are present in our blood. Okay. So basically you can see this picture, right? So this is a picture of a formed element. So let me consider this as A, this one is B, and this one is C. So now I want all of you to identify what is this A, what is this B, and what is this C. So your time starts now. You can identify in the comment section. You can send me your answers. You can guess. It's not necessary that it has to be right. You can guess. Give a try. Okay. All right. So I can see that some of you have said that, ma'am, this one is RBC. This one is RBC. Okay. How about B? Can you all guess what actually a B is? Very nice. This one is WBC, isn't it? This one is WBC. And how about this? This one is, no beta, this is not yellow blood cell or white YBC. This is platelets. Okay? This is platelets. So these three are the formed elements that are present in our blood. Always remember, plasma is a separate part. Okay? And formed elements are a separate part. Plasma is a liquid, whereas formed elements are cellular components. So in the blood, you will find three types of formed elements. RBC, that is your red blood cell, white blood cell, WBC, and the platelets. So these are the formed elements. So talking about RBCs. So these RBCs are also known as erythrocyte. Erythro basically means red and cytes mean the cell. So these are the red blood cells. And if you see, they are most in number. है ना? So what is the percentage? What is the percentage of formed elements? It is 45, isn't it? Out of this 45, 44% is your RBC. ठीक है? Whereas that 1% is your WBC and platelets. ठीक है? So now you can imagine, right, that RBCs are more in number, isn't it? So now, why are they known as RBC? Very easy, because they are red in color, isn't it? So basically, they are red in color because they have a pigment known as hemoglobin. They have a pigment known as hemoglobin, which is going to give red color, okay, to our blood cells. So now, not only it does give a red color, it also has a specific function. So this hemoglobin helps in transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body. Okay? So this hemoglobin helps the red blood cell to perform this function. Now before moving ahead, have you ever seen blue color blood? आप लोगों ने कभी देखा है blue color blood? I have seen it. Yes. And you know where? In the shrimps, crabs, octopus, they have blue color blood. And do you know why do they have blue color blood? Very easy. The way we have red color pigment that is hemoglobin, they do have blue color pigment that is known as hemocyanin. Known as hemocyanin, which gives blue color to crab, shrimps, or octopus. This was a bonus concept for all of you. Okay? So moving ahead, my dear students, did you know number of red blood cell in 1 millimeter cube of blood is up to 5 to 5.5 million. ठीक है, you will find 5 to 5.5 million red blood cells in 1 millimeter cube of blood. Okay, so they are most in number. Talking about white blood cells, the name itself says that they are in white color. Why are they in white color? Because they lack the pigment hemoglobin, right? That is why they are white in color. So these white blood cells are also known as leukocyte. Leuko means white and cyte means cell. They are the important part of our body. They are just like our soldiers. The way soldiers protect us standing near the border fighting for our country, similarly, white blood cells are soldiers of our body because they fight against the disease causing germs. They fight against the pathogens. They keep us healthy. That is why they are the part of immune system. ठीक है? White blood cells are part of immune system because they fight against the pathogens. Moving ahead, my dear students, here comes the platelets, the last formed element. So what are platelets? They are not cells. They are cell fragments. Okay, they are cell fragments. And these platelets are known as thrombocyte. Erythro red, ठीक है? Leuco white. What is thrombo then? Can you all type it? What does thrombo? What is thrombo in the comment section? Yellow? They're not yellow. Thrombo basically means clotting. Clotting. ठीक है? So these are the cells that help in clotting of blood. What does this mean? What is ma'am talking about? So do you all play kabaddi, kho? I used to play a lot when I used to be there in school times. And every single time I used to fall and get hurt. And I used to see blood coming out. It used to bleed. But after some time, we also noticed that this blood stopped bleeding. It stopped bleeding. Then I got to know it is all because of the platelets. So basically, platelets help in clotting of blood. They help in clotting of blood. This is one of the most important functions. Because of platelets, there is less blood loss in our body. Okay? So moving ahead, we learned about red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. Now it's time to do some recap. It's time to do an activity. So now, first you have to name what are these, and then you have to type their functions. So let me just name it here as A, B, and C. So now tell me what is A, quickly. Yes, very, very easy. Wonderful. This is RBC. What is this? What is this? Yes, it is WBC. What is this then? Come on, tell me quickly. What is this? This is platelets. So now it's time to recall their functions, isn't it? You know all this, right? What's the point if you don't recall the function? So can you tell me what is the function of RBC? Wonderful. Transporting of oxygen and carbon dioxide. How about WBC? Fighting against the pathogens, right? Defense. How about platelets? Clotting of blood, isn't it? Clotting of blood. So now, what did we learn in this session? What did we learn in this session? We learned that the blood is a magical fluid that flows inside the human body, right? Heart pumps the blood and kidneys purify it. We also saw that the blood is made up of two components, blood plasma and formed elements. What is blood plasma? Blood plasma is nothing but the liquid, the yellowish liquid that is present in our blood, and 55% of our blood plasma is made up of, 55% of our blood is made up of blood plasma. So this blood plasma comprises of water, right? Proteins, nutrients, and urea. So maximum quantities of water. How much? It is 92%, right? And the rest 8% is proteins, nutrients, and urea. So the proteins that are present in blood plasma helps in defense, and blood plasma also transports the glucose. So this is all about the blood plasma. Now let's recall about formed elements. 45% is the formed elements. This is nothing but the cellular component of our blood. So there are three types of formed elements in our blood. You will find RBC, red blood cell. You will also find WBC, white blood cell, and the platelets. So basically out of this 45, 44% is your red blood cell. And these two are the 1%. That is your white blood cell and platelets. Red blood cells are also known as, yes, erythrocyte, isn't it? Erythro means red and cyte means cell. They are red in color because they have a pigment hemoglobin, and this helps in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So similarly, we have white blood cell. They are known as leukocyte. Leuko means white and cyte means cell. So they are white in color. Why? Because they lack the pigment hemoglobin, isn't it? So now we also learned about platelets. Platelets are known as thrombocyte. Thrombo word is related with the clotting. Therefore, these are the cells that helps in clotting of blood. So this is all about the blood and its component. As you can see, you learned this concept, right? So you learned this concept in an easy way, in just in minutes, right? You learned what is blood, why is it special, who pumps it, who filters it, what is blood made up of, what are their functions, isn't it? So this difficult topic you learned in such an easy way, in an easy method, in just minutes, isn't it? So if you want to learn some more topics, some more chapters of your school syllabus with IITians, NITians, then make sure you are enrolling to the crash course program. So enroll to this crash course program. I'll tell you why, because there you're going to receive lots of benefits. This crash course is going to start on Monday. It's a week of fun learning where you'll be learning three chapters from maths and three chapters from science. Here at ODA class, we follow dual teacher model. Here you'll be having master teacher who is going to teach you in the live class, and after class you'll be having an amazing mentor teacher who's going to give you post class support. Will clear your doubts, will monitor your performance, will help you in completing your homeworks, will guide you, will prepare you for the test, and not only that, in this whole week of program, we also provide you books as study material for more and more practice for more and more practice. So if you want to learn here with us, with availing all those amazing benefits which I have explained you all right now, then all you have to do is just click to this link that is there on the screen. You can see the description box. Below the description box, you will find this link. Tap onto this link, then get yourself enrolled and be the part of ODA family. Be a ODA student where you can avail all these amazing benefits, where you can be a part of this course which has been exclusively designed for all of you out there. Yes, in 1 week, you can learn 6 concepts in 6 days. Okay? So moving ahead, it's the right time when you get yourself enroll here. And not only that, the moment you enroll, you can also receive the ODA coins. Okay? So do not forget to download the ODA app. Okay? So once you download the ODA app, you can see this ODA coins. This ODA coins are very, very important because here at ODA class, we believe in appreciation of students. You can use this coins visit our ODA mall, and buy all those amazing gifts that are present. So, yes, my dear students, that's it for today's session. I will see you again with one more amazing session here as well as in the crash course. So, do not forget to book your seat, and yes, at the same time, hit a like, share, and subscribe to our ODA's YouTube channel. That's it for today.